Alright, everybody, a happy 1st of March, a very happy March to all of you. We have officially entered the third month. That's right, the third month of the year 2023, and it's crazy, right? How quickly does time fly by? March is already here, and what that means is that Revolution is right around the corner. Tonight is the final night before Revolution, the final Dynamite before Revolution, so I'm very excited about that. I think it's going to be a great night. Super excited, the lineup for the show looks great. Even though Sammy G is in action tonight, the lineup looks great. And good to see everybody. I can see Andy's in the house. I can see Brother Mustafa, everybody. Jonathan, my brother, good to see you. Big up to you, Jonathan, as well. And James, Gary, everybody's right here. Ricky, my brother, good to see everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Miss Carr, that's right. Yeah, that's right, Andy. Revolution is happening this weekend. March the 5th is when Revolution takes place, and I'm super excited. I think it's going to be a great night. And of course, we're going to be here watching Revolution, having a lot of fun, so cannot wait. Cannot wait. That's right. Gigi, she was so good last night on NXT, says Ricky. So it seems like Gigi, ever since she's left the Toxic Attraction, has only been getting better. Is that right, Ricky? That's great news. That is great news. And I can see Ricky here, my brother, says that this match is so dumb. So Ricky obviously not very impressed with whatever is happening right now, with Orange Cassidy fighting the Big Bill for the AEW All-Atlantic Championship. I think we should appreciate the fact that AEW decided to start the show off with the title match, with the All-Atlantic Championship match. This past Monday, I was quite impressed by the quality of Monday Night Raw. I was quite impressed with how the first hour especially started off. I gave Raw a decent rating, about a 7.5. It was a decent show, and I really have some big hopes from Dynamite. Now, interesting part about Big Bill is that, he just got his second name change, I believe, in AEW, and I feel like Big Bill is just so much easier than his real name, because his real name, I had a hard time pronouncing it all the time. So, Big Bill, I can appreciate that a lot, and also Big Cass, Big Bill, it just works out. I like Big Bill a lot better, that's for sure. Mustafa, I'm doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Are we on chai tea this morning, AJ, brother? Jonathan, great question, but whenever AJ is here, he always has a big cup of chai with himself. So there you go. I've got some chai tea here. I've got some water here. Yeah, I get all of that stuff, and I also have some cookies here, but I don't usually have my cookies while I'm live. I also have a nice bottle of milkshake here if I want to have some milkshake. So I get all my fix before I go live. All of it. Would you guys like some? Let me know. I've got everything right here. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. We got Andy Singh Revolution this Sunday. That's right, brother. That's right. Wendy Chow got attacked on always, right? Wendy is always getting attacked in the parking, backstage. Always, there's nothing new in it, Ricky, all the time. Poor Wendy, though, poor Wendy. I wonder who hates her now that Mandy Rose has got, because Mandy Rose used to be the biggest rival of Wendy back in the day, so I wonder who's after Wendy now, Ricky. I wonder who attacked her now. And let's see, Mustafa says in my gaming channel. Let's see what is your gaming channel. That's sweet, brother. That's sweet. Was good NXT last night. Gigi laid her set of revenge against JC. Wow, okay. Alright, so this whole toxic friendship is now turning into a toxic rivalry. Interesting. That is interesting. Raw was much better this week. SmackDown, I hope you're taking a watch. I know, Jonathan. Raw was definitely a big upgrade this week. The second hour, obviously, a little bit weak, but the first hour was fantastic. Third hour was okay, but overall, time flew by while watching Raw. So, big up to them, because it's hard when you're watching wrestling or you're watching any show, right? 2 hours, 3 hours long show, and the time just seems to have stopped. That's never a good look. And this Monday, time flew by, and that's why I knew that the show was good. And here we are right now, back from commercial break. It is Big Cass, or should I say Big Lee, who gets Orange Cassidy up in the air. Looks like he's going to go for the big one. He's going to plant him down right hard, real hard. And he does it. He does it, Orange Cassidy, with not able to reverse it at all. Goes down hard on the mat. Cassidy is down. Cassidy is out. By the way, guys, predictions, trivia, right? We were talking about it this past Monday. And, very happy to let you guys know that predictions going to be getting a massive upgrade. The whole structure of prediction is going to be a lot more organized in time for Wrestlemania. So, predictions is going to be a big thing moving forward, and predictions will be a thing that, we might be able to do every single day, not just the pay-per-views. So, it's going to be getting a massive upgrade, and that upgrade will be happening in time for Wrestlemania. So, I'll be sharing more details as they're made available, but very excited about it. Alright, James says, GG was an opening match last night was a good thing. The rest was absolutely sucked. James says, alright, so GG in the opening match was good. What was the opening match, James? Let's see. I know. Darby Allin probably, he really deserves it, yeah. I feel kind of sad for Darby Allin because, he hasn't been able to really get that spotlight on himself lately. So, an All-Atlantic title would definitely help him do that. With that being said, a big boot to the face, or should I say a slight big boot, almost to the face right there to Orange Cassidy, laying him right down. That's right. And now Big Bull grabbing Orange Cassidy by the hair, lifts him up to his feet, and once again Orange Cassidy with a dodge, and rolls out of the ring, buying himself some time, catching a breath right here. Orange Cassidy. NXT parking lot is not safe. That's right, Ricky. Don't go to the parking lot, because you never know who attacks you. It's like a thing for NXT. It's almost become a joke, right? I mean, every single person. I don't even know who has not been touched in the parking lot so far. We know, of course, the very sleepy Wendy Chu has been touched there. Mandy Rose has been attacked there. I know that Tony D'Angelo had some fire over there. Braun Breaker has been attacked in the parking lot. I can go on and on. Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller. Everybody has a little bit of an action in the parking lot. Every NXT member, or almost every NXT member, has gone through the parking lot stuff. So, the NXT's parking lot is not safe. That is for sure. It's not safe. Tea, water, cookies, and milkshake, you're all good to go. That's right, Jonathan. Everything all set. With that being said, big punch to the face of Big Bull. Big Bull goes down right there. Was Cora Jade after Wendy Chu? She was one attack. Wendy Chu in the part. I see Cora Jade still onto her devious acts, I can see. Alright, with that being said, Big Bull sent to the steel steps. He's down hard right now. Cassidy able to slide back into the ring. Is he going to retain the title thanks to a countdown? Because that is what it seems like he wants for it to happen. He wants to retain any by hook or crook. And here we are, Big Bull in the ring again. Cassidy's going to go for the big elbow, it seems. Yep. Oh dear, and Big Bull grabs him mid-air. Cassidy did not see that. Oh my gosh, turning it around, hitting him with a stunner. A stunner out of nowhere from Orange Cassidy to Big Bull. And Big Bull once again, nice DDT, head bouncing off the mat. Big Bull in a tough spot here. Once again, Superman punch from Orange Cassidy, freshly squeezed. And the Big Bull is down and he's out. Let's see. Alright, Mustafa, our brother here says, all I need is help. I'm putting content, I'm not getting views. Brother, on YouTube, it's a hard journey, right? So you start from zero, you get up there, it's not easy. But, I wish you the best, of course. I subscribe to you already, but I hope that more people subscribe to you. So anybody who wants to support Mustafa, go to his channel, hit the subscribe. Renaissance, my brother, good to see you. That's right, we are live. And with that being said, Cassidy is still the All-Atlantic champion. He is going to be heading into Revolution with the title. Good for him. Cassidy defeats the Big Bull and retains his title. The backpack is going to be around a lot longer than I expected originally. The backpack is going to be around for a long time. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. Andy says, Big Cass should have walked out of Orange Belt. I know, Andy. Yep. It's sad, right? I mean, such a big guy, Big Cass, but poor guy never really gets, the big spotlight on himself. Never really gets the big titles around his waist. So, yeah, it's sad. Definitely hurts his momentum, for sure. To lose to somebody like Orange Cassidy, definitely it takes a beating. His momentum takes a beating right there. But I guess because it's Big Cass or Big Bill, nobody really cares. But still, it definitely takes a beating for sure. And it was Gary. Good to see you, brother. He says, I'm not going to wait for Sunday night. I'm going to predict that Bryan Danielson will be the new AEW champion. That's a pretty big one, you know. That is a very big prediction because if you look at MJF, the guy's been on fire. No doubt about it. So, by the way, on TV right now, we've got a bleeding Moxley. But I did not really acknowledge it because, you know, watching Moxley bleed is as normal as watching me, you know, sip on this cup of water. That's it. I don't talk about or you know, go crazy about drinking water. So I'm not going to go crazy about Moxley bleeding because, you know, it's Moxley. What do you expect? Of course he's going to bleed. Enzo Gamer, good to see you. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, Agent, got to disagree. Raw was horrible, says James. I understand, James. Like, I mean, you know, the quality might have not been great, but the way that they put on the show, the stacked of the show, you know, the whole layout of the show is what I appreciated. You know, the first hour was loaded. They did not make us wait for that Omos Lesnar crap until the last hour, which they usually do a lot of times. So this time, you know, they structured the show the way they did it. That is what I appreciated a lot more than the quality of it. I hated as well, you know, the Miss TV segment and a few other segments, but the way that they structured the show is something that really felt for me that the time flew by. So the structure was pretty good, but the quality, I agree, it was not up to the mark, James. Absolutely. And let's see. Andy says, lol, don't be sorry, Ricky, it's your opinion. That's right. You guys don't have to be sorry for stating your opinions. That's right. And I'm glad you enjoyed NXT, Ricky. That's great. AJ, which next pay-per-view in WWE? So Mustafa, the next pay-per-view in the WWE is, of course, Wrestlemania. So we are on the road to Wrestlemania. We're like, what 30 days away now, I guess, from Wrestlemania. So very excited about it. I'm actually wearing a Wrestlemania t-shirt tonight. So that is how excited I am for Wrestlemania. Alright, so of course the Texas Death Match is going to be taking place between Moxley and Hangman Adam Page this Sunday at Revolution. It should be good. It should be damn good. Let's see. Also, we're going to be having the Elite versus the House of Black for the World Trios title. Of course, another match that we have to look forward to. Guess we will always disagree, Ricky. We all agree to disagree, James. That's right. That's okay. Did you see the promo pic WWE posted about WrestleMania? A lot of big names left out. Yep, I did. And it's not surprising to me because, you know, I don't know if they do it, you know, just to create some controversy, because if you include all the big names, right, everybody's happy and maybe people are not talking about it, but if you leave out the big names, you know, it gets people talking. So I guess that could be one of the reasons why they do it, you know, PR move it could be. You never know. So, but I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing, brother. They definitely know what they're doing. Alright, that's good, Mustafa. Playlist is a great way to start off your channel. Playlists are important. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? The Elite were just making their way out, but the lights go out of nowhere, and here we are, the Elite, they're down and they're out, and the House of Black standing right there on the stage with their Trios World Championship. Oh, that's crazy. Look at that. I'd have my belt in a loop. Exactly what I'm talking about, right? I was actually going to mention Jansport. I mean, I hope that Jansport is paying Orange Cassidy an AEW hefty amount of money, because that's a pretty good free promotion of the backpack. You know, I never really cared about Jansport. Whenever I looked at a backpack that was from Jansport ever in real life, I was like, that's an ugly backpack. But now, ever since Orange Cassidy has been rocking it, you know, carrying around his AEW All Atlantic title, you know, Jansport has definitely earned my respect. So I hope that they're paying him some money. But I agree with you totally, brother. A Louis Vuitton backpack is a lot better than a Jansport, but again, it's Orange Cassidy. You don't expect for him to go out, you know, crazy and shell out MJF kind of money on those scarves or backpacks. MJF would do something like that, but he's too classy to carry his title around in a backpack. And here we are. Speaking of titles, we've got 2 titles, Samoa Joe, the big bad Joe, making his way out, looking good in the suit, by the way. And I must tell you, I hate the fact that everybody has been copying my gimmick since forever and a day. Like, come on, are you kidding me right now? My suit, my gimmick, everything. It's on TV every single week, and I hate it. Like, I get no royalties for these suits, and I hate that. Nation Fraser versus I see Nathan Fraser. Nathan Fraser is, without a doubt, super talented. And Wesley also, good. He's good. Definitely good. And here we are, AEW shop commercial right now. That is sweet. And dumb opening match. So, Andy is not happy. Andy is not is a fan of the opening match for tonight's show. Orange Cassidy winning. Andy's not happy, I see. I don't like this opening match. This is bad match opening on Dynamite. Ricky also on board. Andy and Ricky not happy. That's 2 people who were not happy with the opening match so far. And Nathan Fraser versus Wesley was really good match. This Andy, I see that, alright. No on YouTube, Mustafa. Alright, sweet, Mustafa, that's right. Good luck to you, your gaming channel, and, of course, you always have my support, brother. Oh, really? I look for it, Mustafa, says Andy. Lovely. No, Bryan Danielson will not win the AEW World title. MJF is still going to be the world champion. It, says Ricky. So, Ricky here, disagrees. He says that Bryan is not going to win. Gary, I think that's a response to your comment. Now, Gary predicted that Bryan will be winning the championship at Revolution. He'll be walking out as the AEW World Champion. But Ricky says it's not going to be happening. MJF will still be champion. We'll see how that goes. But one thing's for sure, Revolution, the match card is stacked. From the world title to the, Iron Man to the Trios title, we've definitely got a lot of good matches. Lots of good matches. So, also the Texas Death Match, right? Moxley, Hangman, it's going to be good. And let's see, Renaissance says, Moxley the only guy that cuts himself even for the promos. He's good. But again, just like I said, I'm drinking water. I'm not going to go crazy about it. Moxley's bleeding. I'm not going to go crazy about it. It's very simple things in life, It's alright. I feel like Moxley bleeds so much that I really have started taking it for granted. We should never take somebody, just losing their blood or cutting themselves for granted. But I do take it for Moxley. Moxley does it so much, he bleeds so much that I've taken his bleeding for granted. And I think that's not a good look, or that's not a good thing, but I can't help it. True, good to see you, brother. Welcome. That's right, morning, evening, afternoon. Good to see you, brother. And that's right. This weekend, as we know, the prediction title on the line. We're going to do it the good old way with the chat and whatnot. But in time for Wrestlemania, we're going to be giving the predictions a massive upgrade. An upgrade which will not allow anybody to cheat. So, some people come in and they try to be sneaky about their scores and whatnot. That's not going to happen. Starting, hopefully, Wrestlemania. But, of course, I'll be sharing more details as they're made available, but cannot wait for it. Cannot wait. House of Black better take the Trios belts in the darkness, says Andy. Will be nice. Will be definitely very, very nice. And anybody who's watching this for the first time ever, it's good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. But we're watching AEW Dynamite, the final night of Dynamite, before we go to Revolution this Sunday. So, of course, exceptionally excited about Revolution. I think it's going to be a great, great, great pay-per-view. But with that being said, right now, wow, this should be good. We've got a big match in itself. This is the Face of the Revolution ladder match. Of course, we've got Sammy G, we've got Action Andretti, we got Powerhouse Hobbs here wrestling. Eddie Kingston finally finds himself on TV on Dynamite. We have AR Fox, of course, Takeshita, Commander, and Ortiz. All these men here in this match for the Face of the Revolution. It's a ladder match. Let's see who wins. But let me know, guys, what is your prediction here for this match? Who's going to win the Face of the Revolution ladder match? For me, I think that, Eddie Kingston is my pick. Or maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I want Eddie Kingston to win. If not Eddie Kingston, I'm going to go for Powerhouse Hobbs. I think these two people, absolute beasts, they deserve the very best. And, I feel like it should be either Eddie or Powerhouse. Yeah, I think so. But let me know, what do you think? Who should win this match? Who should be the Face of Revolution? Renaissance says Samoa Joe looking at his opponents like they're Samoa Joe can eat anybody alive for breakfast. That's the kind of a guy he is, So good, so good. All right, you're always welcome. That's right, Andy. You're awesome, brother. You're awesome. MJF too hot, right? Exactly what I'm saying, right? I mean, I understand Bryan Danielson, him winning would be just a fantastic end to the pay-per-view. Everybody, or most of the people are going to be happy, especially MJF's parents are going to be over the moon when their son loses, right? They're going to be so happy. But, I don't think that's going to happen because MJF's super hot, just like Renaissance said. To take away his fire at this moment might be disastrous to MJF, his run, and honestly, I can see MJF doing so much with the title. Like, he's just getting started. But Bryan, when he becomes champion, I'm afraid it might go stale. So, yeah, I've got a problem with Bryan winning right there, but we shall see. We shall see. Opening match was fine, better than most that was on Ross's James. I like that, brother. The opening match was not too bad for me. It was alright. But the face of Revolution should be even a big up. Let's see, big powerhouse up right here with the ladder in his hand. And we're getting a QR code here for Revolution. So when you scan that QR code, I'm pretty sure they send you to like BR Live to pre-order the pay-per-view. Pretty sure that's what happens. Roman, it's good to see you, brother. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. And thank you. Thank you. God bless you too, Roman. Alright, Gary says, everybody knows I predict all these crazy things. I know, Gary, and most of your predictions do come true, right? Yeah. A real Texas death match is set to be on a farm. You're right, Andy. That is what a real Texas match is all about. You don't have a real Texas match unless it's on a farm. You're right. That takes me back to, I believe, Impact. I think Impact did it, right? Or was it? Yeah, I believe it was Impact, if I'm not wrong. The Briscoes, they went crazy on the farm. They had the fight going on the farm, and it had everything. It had shovels, it had axe, it had all the stuff that you would expect in a fight on a farm. They went crazy. They even had Papa Briscoe on there. What great times, It just feels like yesterday that we watched that match, that whole segment. It's crazy. R.I.P. Jay Briscoe, my brother. And there is some feud between the House of Black versus EVP and pay-per-view. That's right. So it should be good. March 5th in the Revolution. Of course, the EVPs and the House of... I like how you call them the EVPs. And of course, the House of Black... Oh my gosh, that was a big German suplex. Did you guys catch that? The way that he suplexed Powerhouse Hobbs. His head just bounces off the mat. That was incredible. Definitely not easy to suplex or German suplex somebody the size of Powerhouse Hobbs. That definitely, takes a lot from his body. With that being said, Sammy G thanks him by kicking him in the face with his knee, and he goes down hard right there. With that being said, Sammy G also has been kicked in the face, sending him straight to the outside, followed by a big dive to Sammy G, and both of the men go down and go hard ringside. Wow, this match is just getting better and better. Loving the pace of it. It's very fast, very nice pace to the match so far. It's craziness all over. Everybody flying from everywhere. Powerhouse Hobbs down. Anything can happen, really. And look at this. What is he trying to do here? Oh dear. Oh my gosh. The way he just walked the ropes, walked on the top rope, and then dived to the outside, and all the four men standing on the ringside, everybody's down. It's like a bowling alley right now. All of the strikes are down. That is crazy. Pure, beautiful athleticism. Once again, I've got to say, wrestlers don't get enough credit for how athletic they can be and how crazy they can be in the ring. They don't get enough credit for that. That was insane. The way he just walked on that top rope and dived to the outside on all the four strikes. It was all strike. It was beautiful scenario right there. And Run DMG, it's good to see you, brother. He says that Hobbs needs victory, and I think that truer words have never been said. Powerhouse Hobbs, he's a big guy, we all know he's capable of doing a lot, but he just hasn't had enough big victories under his belt. He needs this victory. He needs to be the face of Revolution, and there's no lie about that. You're right, Ron DMG. I agree with you. It should be Powerhouse Hobbs. Eddie Kingston, might have been nice. Forget about it. Powerhouse Hobbs, it should be Powerhouse. I'm totally with you. Alright, Gary says, what is this? The Golden Hemorrhoid Crushing Bat? I know, Gary. That's right. It is the face of the Revolution ladder match. That's it. It's all about the big golden ring hanging off the top. Alright, let's see. Ricky says, me too, AJ. I'm picking Eddie to win this week. It would be nice, right? It would be so nice. Alright, Hikaru Shida has left AEW for several months. She has gone home to compete in Ice Ribbon promotion again. Alright. Thanks for that, Andy. Love that. Love it. Sup, my brothers? We got Money Badger in the house. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're enjoying Dynamite so far. You know, we've already got an All-Atlantic Championship match. Right now, we're getting a Face of the Revolution ladder match with a big ring hanging on the top. Looks like Sammy G is looking to take away the ring. Of course, stop right there, and he goes down once again. We've also got some incredible matches and segments coming up on the show. We got the World Champion MJF and, of course, Bryan Danielson having a little face-off before they meet in the ring at Revolution. We got Tony Storm, who's going to take out Riho, and that is definitely going to be a good match. Chris Jericho is going to be fighting Peter Avalon, and, of course, Hook, he's going to be fighting Matt Hardy for the FTW title. It's been a while since we've seen Hook. We know that he was suspended and whatnot, but tonight he's going to be back. And he's going to be fighting Matt Hardy for the FTW championship. So that's that. On top of that, we also have a tag team casino battle royal for the final spot in the fatal four-way in tag team title match at Revolution. So, you know, we've got some very big matches. Of course, all of these matches are going to shape up the card of Revolution. Let's see. With that being said, one more time, big slap, a big punch at the face of Action, and Andretti, he goes down hard. Once again, Powerhouse Hobbs trying to get back at the ring. That's my guy. That's the guy that I think should win, and I know that, of course, we know that some of us also run DMG, and some other people also feel in the chat that he should win. Powerhouse Hobbs, it should be. Let's see. And James says, I'm going to go Takashita. All right, brother. AJ. Oh, Ricky, the stream is fine. We're fine. We're fine. Let's see. I agree, James. That was an awesome run dive. With that being said, Powerhouse Hobbs sends the guy straight to the ladder. Goes down hard. Clay, good to see you. Welcome. Former WWE Tag Team Primo and Epico were here in Florida. Oh, they were here in Florida Sunday. That's sweet. That is sweet. Primo and Epico. I wonder what they're doing these days. From what I understand, they were not crazy popular back in the day, you know, even when they were with the WWE. They did not have a massive fan base. They were okay, but they were mid, right? Mostly mid. So I wonder if they're getting enough independent bookings, if that's what they're doing full time, or if they're taking up some of the career. I haven't heard of these two in a while now. Primo and Epico. That's sweet. It looks like he's going to go for a big suplex on the top of the ladder, and Sammy G looks like he's in big trouble, and I'm so happy. There we are. Oh my gosh! That was crazy botched. That's going to end up on Botchamania this weekend, guys. That was crazy botched. Horrible. Horrible, I must say. That would have... Holy crap. That's right, James. That would have ended up so badly. But they're okay, they're fine. That is crazy. You know, Sammy got hurt. This match is crazy indeed. We're true, I agree. You're right. Ricky says R.I.P. Sammy. Sammy was hurt. But, you know, the guy, of course, who was giving in that suplex, his head almost went straight first into the ladder. But I think that they're both okay. Hope they're both okay. That was crazy. Wow. That was not good to watch. Britt Baker is helping in the background for the women's division. That's why she hasn't been on so much. That's okay. You know, she's been doing... Actually, funny thing about it, since you mentioned Britt Baker, for some reason, I'm not even like the biggest Britt Baker fan, but now that you mentioned Britt Baker, it kind of reminds me that I had Britt Baker in my dream last night. For some reason, I dreamt that I was watching AEW. I don't even know how I got this dream, right? But I dreamt that I was watching AEW, and we got Britt Baker, and Britt Baker was going to be fighting AJ Lee out of nowhere. I don't even know why I had this dream, but I had this dream. And I just remembered it when you mentioned that, Andy, so thanks for that. But weird dream, I know, weird dream. It's time for it, that's right, to get Powerhouse Hobbs, Keeley, and Ricky Starks into the championship picture. I agree, totally, Gary. You know, Hobbs definitely, out of all the names you just mentioned, definitely Hobbs deserves it, and Ricky Starks as well deserves it, for sure. You know, so good. Looks like we're finally entering the final few minutes of this match, or seconds. How much time has it been? Oh, wow, it's been about 37 minutes since we've been watching the show, so time really flying by here so far. 37 minutes, and we're still not done with 2 matches. That's impressive. Holy crap. Of course it had to happen. Daniel Garcia out of nowhere. It's a pure mess, pure carnage in the ring right now. Of course, Daniel Garcia had to step in and ruin this match for everybody. Tay Conti's dealing with a severe back injury as well, and Anna Jay dealing with bad concussion. Now, Andy, I'm sad to hear, that these ladies are going through injuries. Of course, I knew about Anna Jay. I wasn't too sure about Tay Conti. I thought she just got sick and tired of Sammy G, and that's why she stopped escorting him to the ring. But it's sad to hear that she's dealing with a severe back injury. Hopefully she gets better soon, but when she gets better, I hope that she does not start, accompanying him to the ring one more time. Hopefully not. But, what's more important right now is her health. So hopefully she gets, she recovers and gets better soon. And Andy says AJ Britt Baker called out AJ Lee to fight. AJ Lee said she's not. Oh, wow. Did that really happen? Gosh, I probably predicted the future in my dream. Yeah, probably the match will happen. Cena versus Gunther for the IC title. Bro, that would have been a great match. Gunther, Cena, powerhouses going out against each other would be fantastic, but it's not happening. We know it already. Gunther's not fighting Cena. Cena is going to be fighting. By the way, all this craziness happening in the ring, right? Is Daniel Garcia going to set up the ladder for himself and climb the ladder to retrieve the golden ring? What is that going to do? He's not in the match anyways. But yeah, John Cena is going to be fighting Austin Theory. It seems like Cena is very excited about Theory's future. He sees Theory as the face of the company, and the executives backstage, they also agree. So Cena will be fighting Theory and will most likely be putting Theory over. So yeah, what will be happening? We're going to be getting Cena versus Theory at WrestleMania. We got Nautic in the house. Good to see you, brother. Nautic, hope you're doing well. It's great to see you. Hope you're doing well, Nautic. And let's see, Gary says, AJ, where are your nightmare I know. No, they were very PG, I'm a PG guy. I keep my dreams PG as well. They were PG, Gary. I can promise you that. Alright. Yes, that really happened, AJ. Brett talked about her earlier January. There you go. Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, in reality, AJ Lee, Britt Baker would have been a fantastic match, but I don't know if it's going to happen. And wow, look at that. Hobbs picks up the victory. True here. I love that, brother. I love it. Hobbs victorious. Just what I wanted. I'm loving the side that I'm seeing on my television right now. Hobbs is victorious. This guy deserved it more than anybody else did, right? Hobbs has been fighting hard. He's been fighting hard. He's been struggling, I believe, for about a year or even more now. And he deserved to be at the top of the mountain. And with this, with the, this big victory here, he's finally the face of the Revolution, and I feel like it's only the beginning for Powerhouse Hobbs. He deserves to be at the top, and he's going to go to the top now. I love this. What a great result of this match. Anybody else winning this match would have been okay, but Hobbs winning was really what it was all about. Hobbs should have won, and the right thing happened here. Love that. Love the celebration that he's putting on right now. Yeah. Good for him. That's obviously the choice. That's right, Andy. It seems like everybody's super high on Theory, but I feel like the pressure has got to be on his shoulders, right? I mean, even though everybody sees him in the future or whatnot, the pressure is on. Is he going to be able to execute? Is he going to be able to pull the trigger the way they want for him to? Is he going to be able to, meet everybody's expectations? It's something that we shall eventually see. So, let's see. Of course, now, this guy's changed so much. Wardlow is so different with the new hairstyle and whatnot. Of course, he's still the ass kicker. He still takes down like 20 people at once. But he's so different with the hairstyle now. And he's also wearing decent clothing, so that's that. Alright. See, James says, well, that ruined that match. James not happy. Really, referee's helping that now. Yeah, referee probably should not be helping. That's like, it doesn't take for a genius to understand that the referees should not be helping. They should in no way be biased. Yeah, so that's crazy. But anyways, Hobbs won, and I'm just happy that he won. By hook or crook, Hobbs picked up the victory, and Wardlow, as we can see, is probably not very happy. All right. That's nice. Mustafa says, I like women with strong personality. That's good. Yep. Self-independent women, strong women. That's what it should be like, right? It's 2023. Absolutely. And here we are with Renee Paquette and, of course, the All-Atlantic Champion and his crew backstage. Let's see.
I have some good news.
Oh, dear. Wow. Wow. Now that is a man with some guts. That definitely takes some guts. Alright, so, wow. Orange Cassidy says, I don't really care. They're gonna be in the match. They're gonna be the tag team casino battle royal for the final spot in the 4-way tag team title match at AEW Revolution. The best friends are in. It's gonna be Orange Cassidy and Danhausen representing the best friends. And Cassidy, who we just saw, he was backstage. He was being checked by a physical therapist. Obviously hurt his arm. Renee asked him that, are you sure you're gonna be up for the challenge? Are you sure you can do it? Are you gonna be able to pull a double duty in this big match that's gonna be happening later on tonight? And he said, I don't care. So obviously a very confident Orange Cassidy. We shall see how this goes, but I don't expect the best friends to pick the victory. I definitely do not see them picking up the win tonight. Well, let's see. Gary says Samoa Joe holds 2 championship belts. Powerhouse holds oh, that's right, a Hermite cushion. Gary, that is funny. That's right. Hopefully he's going to be able to trade that cushion for one of those belts. We shall see how this happens, but good for Samoa Joe. He looks great, especially with those 2 belts in that suit. He looks fantastic. That's right. If I meet Bailey, I will be the leader of Damage Control. My birthday is Friday, March 3rd. I will be 23 years old. Where's my Bailey championship? I am glad to see you, Clay. A very happy birthday in advance to you. March 3rd is awesome. 23 years old is awesome. That's awesome, Clay. Take care. If Cody wins, does Kenny enter WWE to take Cody down? That's a good question. That's a great question. If Cody wins, does Kenny enter? Now, Andrew, that's something that people have been predicting, that, Kenny Omega will come here, will join the WWE soon after WrestleMania. Lots of predictions about how Roman Reigns will actually defeat Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, and then he will eventually drop his title to Kenny Omega. That is a crazy prediction that's been going on Twitter lately. I don't think it's going to happen because, if Kenny Omega had to join the WWE, I think he would have done it years ago. He did not do it because he's always been that kind of a guy who wants his own independence. He doesn't want to be, shackled by the WWE or the Vince McMahon family. He doesn't want that. So he enjoys his freedom. He enjoys his independence. I really doubt it. I don't see Kenny Omega joining. Of course, when he does, I'm going to pop. I'm going to pop big. I'm going to be super surprised. But from where I stand right now, I don't see Kenny Omega joining the WWE. But let me know, what do you guys think? What does the majority here think? Is Kenny Omega going to join the WWE eventually? Or is that something that just people are fantasizing about for no reason or for no good? Let me know. I'm back as Mustafa. I love that. Love that. Okay, that's sweet, Mustafa. Looking forward to it. I would love to see Jared win the tag team belts. Would be nice. That's right, Andy. Would be great. Tony Khan loves Pac. You know it, Run DMG. He loves Orange Cassidy. We know that. And, it seemed like at first this is what Tony Khan said in an interview, I believe, 2 years ago, where he said that when he first heard of Orange Cassidy and when he heard of his gimmick, he wasn't sure. He thought that it was going to be just a joke, that it's not serious, that he will not be able to resonate this energy on TV. Well, when Tony Khan saw him for the first time, he fell in love. He realized the talent that Orange Cassidy is, and of course he fell in love. So that's Tony Khan for you. He definitely loves Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is a unique talent, and if I was Tony Khan, honestly, I would hire Orange Cassidy too, because he's a unique talent. You don't really see people like him a lot, so very unique indeed. I'm very surprised that none of these major companies actually decided to, pull in that guy, Santana Jackson. Now, I interviewed Santana Jackson about 2 years ago myself, and he actually is a tribute act for Michael Jackson. He looks like MJ, you know, he's got the face like MJ when he has the makeup on. He can sing like him, kinda. He can dance like him to an extent, and he wrestles like him. I mean, he wrestles, he dances, he moonwalks, he does his little thriller move, and he puts on the wolf mask. Santana Jackson is a purely entertainment act. I mean, every time that I've seen him, you know, his clips on social media, I've popped. Even though he's wrestling only for like little companies like VIP Wrestling and whatnot, you know, in LA, he's good. And I really wonder, why has AEW not brought him in? You know, even for Dark or you know, Elevation. You know, I'm just assuming that maybe they don't bring him in because of, you know, he's got to be a trademark or a copyright nightmare. He's got to be a liability nightmare because of, you know, the similarity to MJ. You know, you never know if AEW or any promotion gets sued by the MJ estate for bringing in Santana Jackson. But, you know, my only assumption is that he doesn't get brought in or pulled in because he is in tribute act and he looks so much like MJ, and everything about him, his moves scream MJ. I guess that's why he never gets pulled in. But anyways, here we are, Jericho getting his ass beat. Andrew says unless, and this is a big unless, kind of like what Vince did. Unload a bunch of wrestling to the competition, they buy the company, says Andrew. That is interesting, Andrew. That is, you never know. You never know. These rumors are always started by WWE Mark, says James. Yeah, that's, of course, you know, if any rumor that kind of supports the WWE is started by WWE fans, but not always by the WWE Marks. James, I've got to say, these are also started a lot of times by fake news, you know, websites and websites and I guess social media handles. A lot of the times, you know, these are the guys that are starting these rumors, and, you know, when the rumor actually picks up and people start talking about it and they end up being not true, these websites just simply delete a tweet or an article and they just move on with their life. And, you know, after getting all of these new readers and followers, and it's just a sad thing, you know, the whole Saudi Arabia stuff, look at how that ended up, right? I mean, the guy that put out the tweet, eventually he just deleted his tweets and he moved on with life. There was no apology later on, you know, or not a substantial apology considering the amount of you know, flame that whole story picked up. The world was talking about it. The guy just deleted his tweet and moved on with his life with his all new followers and whatnot. It was crazy, and that's what these websites and these people do now, and it's very sad. All right. Of course, Jericho's not happy. Looks like he's going to be kicking Stark's butt this Revolution this Sunday, so that should be good. All right, let's see. Absolutely Mustafa, they've done great matches, says Andy. That's right. Yep. And Gary says, Clay, I don't even remember what 23 felt like, says Gary. Honestly, for me, you know, it's so funny because, like, I'm 28 now, right? And this turned 28 a few days ago, and I feel like I don't even remember what 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, I don't even remember what 27 felt like. I mean, always living in the present and, you know, not looking at the past. Let's keep moving on, you know. So, yeah, I remember how WrestleMania 25 felt like, but I don't remember what 25 felt like for me. It's so funny, but no, you know, I feel like no matter the year, no matter what, you just always have fun, always keep smiling and, you know, spreading positivity. That is what I'm all about. All right, Jericho looking to punish Stark's back elbow, getting him down right there. Of course, Jake Hager, Daniel Garcia, Jericho is standing tall in the middle of the ring. What does Jake Hager do? I believe that it's been a while that I've actually seen this guy wrestle. All I see him doing is come out here with those goofy hats of his, right? Purple, orange, yellow, red, white. That's all I see him in. And he's got these goofy ass outfits, and that is it. I see him helping out Jericho. I don't think that I've seen him wrestling in months now. What is Jake Hager good for? His hats? genuine question, guys. Omega is not leaving, says True, and I agree with True. I don't think that Omega is leaving. Anyways, Jericho Starks Revolution should be a good match. And James says, "Oh my God, Kenny Omega never going to WWE? So sick of the fake news rumors." That's right. Yeah. And to settle down, Clay, never gonna happen, says James. Clay says, "Thank you all. I want Bailey to make a video for me. Please tell her that." Now, you know, Clay. Wait a second. Hangman Page.
All I got left to lose. I had the AEW World Championship and I lost that. I have another shot at Moxley.
That's right.
Away from me. You can't take my friends away from me. You already beat me within an inch of his life last week.
Yep.
You can't take my memory from me when it's gone. You can't take away the feeling in the tips of my fingers. Say I got to go Moxley. And you can't take away.
Wow. So, Hangman Page here basically counting and telling us what a big loser he is. I mean, no offense, but he's telling us how he has lost everything, right? His friend Evil Uno, I guess his fingers are all numb, the sensations are gone, and how he's lost so much, his world title, his friends, everything. So Hangman Page says that, you know, you cannot take anything else away from me anymore because I've got nothing else to lose. And you know what they say, that the person who has nothing to lose is the most dangerous man on the face of this earth. And that is why Hangman Page is trying to say right here. He says, I've got nothing to lose this Sunday. I'm going to go all out and I'm going to teach you a lesson, Moxley. So, should be good. Should be great. Once again, you know, I love how Hangman Page here, you know, he does his hair. He's looking good in that outfit and whatnot. He chooses a very nice and suitable location for his promo. But Moxley, on the other hand, just took a blade, you know, cut himself, sat down in some stairwell, and did the whole promo. I mean, two different personalities, two different presentations, but this should be a good match. Texas Death Match, Moxley, Hangman Adam Page, Sunday, Revolution. Looking forward to it. It should be great. Good old days, aging memories. That's right, Mustafa. Here is only running in on this matches. That's Hager is only running in on matches, says Andy. I agree. That's all I see him doing, you know. No offense. His wife follows me on Instagram. He follows me on Instagram. You know, these two have actually, you know, DM'd and stuff here and there. They're great people, but again, Hager does nothing. I've never seen him wrestling, and I hate that. Anyways, coming out here is Christian Cage for an interview. Renee Paquette is going to be interviewing Christian Cage, I guess, in the middle of the ring. I'm sick of Christian. Like, honestly, I'm sick of the suit. I'm sick of this personality. You know, such a suck-up. I hate everything that Christian Cage stands for, especially these days. You know, if he wants to wrestle, just take off that darn suit, take off the turtleneck, and get in your wrestling pants and start wrestling. You know, do something. But he always comes out here like he's some big shot, bullying a little kid like Jungle Boy. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And, alright, Gary says, H, anything to this rumor I've been hearing that Papa Paul wants to fire the 420 bro? I don't know, Gary. I mean, I've heard this here and there as well, but I'm, you know, only hoping that this news is true. Because I hate that 420 bro. I hate Matt Riddle. You know, I never say this for anybody, but fire that guy. Fire Matt Riddle, and I'll be a very, very happy man. You guys know it. He ruined Randy Orton for me, and I think that's a big sin in itself. Hager is taking up space. I agree, James. Yeah, give them, you know what? The biggest pop that they'll get out of me is when Jack Swagger comes back with his old theme song. Jack, what's up? Oh yeah, remember that theme song was so good. Yeah, I would love for Jack Swagger to come back with the push-ups and everything on the ramp. Yeah, I want that back. And Wyatt Rabbit, good to see you. He says, if Wheeler Yuta is a part of Forbidden Door in June, he should face Tom Filthy Lawler, I see, for the ROH title belt. Also, Jamie and Baker and Mercedes Mona versus Tori and Saraya and Ruby. That is like a dream match right there. Dream match card right there, White Rabbit. I love how you just set up this whole dream match card, you know, in a comment. It was great. Yeah. But I'm excited to see what the ROH television will be having in store for us. Wow. I've got no problem with Christian Cage. I've got no problem with him, doing whatever he wants to do. It's his choice. But I feel like I'm a little tired of Christian Cage just sticking to a little kid for so long. Like Jungle Boy and Christian Cage, they've been going back and forth, I don't even know, since Stone Age. It seems like they have been going back and forth really since Stone Age. It's been going on since forever. And I feel like Christian Cage, being the legend that he really and truly is, should move on to bigger and better things. We just had the Face of the Revolution ladder match. We're going to have a tag team casino battle royal. We have the All-Atlantic title right there waiting for him. There are so many things that Christian Cage can do, but he decides to just stay with this kid, Jungle Boy. Move on, buddy. Do something else in life. I've been watching this for so long, and I'm really tired of it. I really am. And Andy, it's good to see you, my brother, once again. You're awesome. I love how Andy, he welcomes everybody, and he's so warm. Andy, you're awesome. Much love. And Chris is in the house. Good to see you, D-Sing. Good to see you. Hope everybody's doing well. I miss Animal, says Mr. Animal. Was such a beast, yeah. What a legend. Riddle doesn't deserve to be back. I'll never care to see. On top of that, I probably shouldn't talk about personal lives here, but Riddle, his personal life, his choices are really shady. It is shady. Just look at all the stuff that trends about him. Recently, I believe it was a film star and no film star who was sharing some stories, fake or not fake, I don't know, but sharing some stories. After that, there was some other rumors going on about Riddle. There's a lot of hiccups in the personal life, and also on TV. I don't like the guy. So overall, I'm not a fan of Riddle. I'm not in the personal life or not in the ring. I'm not a Riddle fan. Absolutely not. Jack Swagger, We the People. Oh, We the People was okay, but like the real Jack Swagger, the real OG, the World Heavyweight Champion is what I'm talking about. That was the real era of Jack Swagger. That was Jack Swagger in his prime. He was looking good. He had a singlet on. He came up to a crazy ass music. That was some good Jack Swagger stuff. Oh, the lights go out. Who is it gotta be? The dinosaur. It's gotta be the dinosaur, right? Wait, the Gravedigger? What? Wow. Wow. Did not see that coming. Did not expect to see Jungle Boy, in a symmetry with Christian Cage's tomb right there. That is crazy. Okay. Sweet, I guess. That is sweet, but let's see how this match turns out to be. I think we're going to get this match, right? At Revolution, I think so. Hopefully that's going to be putting an end to this story, to this whole feud. Hopefully it'll be the last time you'll see Jungle Boy and Christian Cage in the ring at the same time. I'm really tired of it. I totally am. So, let's see. White Rabbit says, also for the ROH World Heavyweight title. It should be Eddie beating Joe at the ROH pay-per-view. Mark Briscoe versus Eddie Kingston. After Kingston faces everybody in ROH, I agree. I feel like Eddie Kingston has so much to offer, and if he's not able to, do so in AEW, ROH will be the perfect place for him to do so. And of course, for Mark Briscoe, ROH is home, and he deserves to be, I believe, the champion. At least, just kick off the whole new era of ROH. So, why not? Absolutely. I actually agree with Christian. San Francisco does suck. It's a shithole, says James. It could be, but, yeah. Nobody right now sucks more than their whole feud. That is the feud between Christian Cage and Jungle Boy. Really, they need to find something better for both the people. Really getting tired. And I know that I cannot be the only one who's tired of these two just facing off each other all the damn time. With that being said, guys, it is Matt Hardy. It's like a party. Look at him coming out right here with the whole entourage. It is like a party whenever Matt Hardy comes out. And he comes out with everybody, every random, guy, except for his brother, Jeff Hardy. I hope that Jeff is okay, wherever he's watching this from right now. I hope he's doing well and really preparing for his comeback, because he needs to come back back for one more run, right? A title run or not, but he needs to come back for one more run before he just, I guess, leaves the shoe behind or just retires for good. But he needs to come back for one more run because, nobody would want their last run to be like Jeff Hardy's, right? The last run. It was just not good. So, one more run from Jeff Hardy, and then he can retire a legend. So let's see. Jungle Boy the Gravedigger again, true. Did not see that coming, but sweet. And here we are. Hook is here, and I can see the fans ringside. I'm not looking at a lot of people popping. I'm not looking at a lot of people standing up on their feet or clapping or going crazy or offering high fives. Hook 1 year ago was hot. Hook now does not really have people hooked. I can assume. Well, let me know, guys. Are you still hooked on Hook, or are you done with his hype? Let me know. And Christian should go back to WWE and win the title. If he goes back to WWE, I want him doing nothing but having a match against Edge. A ladder match against Edge. Like, I remember it still, the whole rivalry that we had, I believe, in mid-2010s. Beautiful stuff. Let's reignite the rivalry. Not the friendship, but the rivalry. Let's do it. AEW listening to you while watching an NHL game between NY Rangers and Philadelphia Flyers, says Andy. Brother, that's lovely. That's lovely. I hope you're enjoying the game. I like Christian's old song. That was a good song, Mustafa, for sure. Yeah, I had the song on my little iPod back in the day. So good. Alright, with that being said, so it looks like Hook's got the upper hand. Pretty sure Hook's gonna retain. He definitely has to retain. And we got Broman here. Good to see you, brother. He says, AEW been extremely boring for weeks. Hope you've been well, AJ. Broman, it's good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Tonight's show is not too shabby. I mean, we started off with Orange Cassidy, Big Bill. We went on to the ladder match, which always is good, right? I mean, to have a ladder match on a weekly episode like this, like Dynamite, it's always a win-win. So, ladder match was not too shabby as well. It was a good match. The Jericho, Peter Avalon stuff, I didn't much care about it. So, moving on, the Christian Cage thing, didn't much care about it. Moving on, we are now onto the Hook and Matt Hardy match. Should be okay. Let's see. Dumb match, Hook versus Matt Hardy. Andy gives it a big thumbs down, I see. Jeff Hardy cannot drive for 10 years, says Andy. That's right. Hopefully he will not. And here we are, Mustafa. Matt Hardy. I almost called him Mustafa. Matt Hardy, rolling Hook back into the ring. Hook is down, not doing too well. Hardy gets him back to his feet here. Elbow strike to the back of the head. One more time. Hook down to a knee. One more time. He's down to a knee here. Matt Hardy is looking to put this to an end very early. Is he going to go for the cover? He's not confident. He's confident. I doing Hook hype is boring. Hook is boring. Well, you see, Ricky says that the Hook hype is gone. Hook is boring. The big statement, Ricky. There you go. To be honest, I'm tired of Roman Reigns and Bloodline. They make me sick, says Mustafa. Alright, okay. Me too, Mustafa. Victor better get into Wrestling Hall of Fame. Victoria. Oh yeah, that's right. Victoria should. With that being said, Hook is really getting his ass beat here by the legend Matt Hardy. Sad to see. A star of the past kicking the ass of the star of the present. With that being said, now it looks like Hook is trying to regain control. Matt Hardy on the receiving end of the offense here from Hook. Wrestling cheerleader Melissa got in the Independent Hall of Fame. That's great for her. That is great indeed. Melissa, yeah, I remember that name. Let me put a face to the name because I remember Melissa's name, but I can't recall the face. Let me Google it really quick. Oh, okay, I see it. Sweet, good for her. Alright, Matt Hardy looks like he's looking to put this to an end here. Takes out Hook just like that, going for the cover. It's a 1. Oh dear, 1. It's a 2. And Hook kicks out right in the nick of time. Barely, but he's able to cook out, so good for him. And Matt Hardy, low point of his career. You're right, Run DMG. I don't even know, honestly, guys. I don't know if coming to AEW was the best decision that Matt Hardy made. I guess that it was a good decision because he's still making money, right? He's still getting that big fat paycheck from Tony Khan. But Matt Hardy is just not that, he's not on that level anymore. Where people get excited about him or, look forward to his matches or look forward to seeing what he has to offer. He's just not that star anymore, sadly. I'm just watching him go down the ranks, right? People has stopped caring about the Hardy brand, and that's sad. Even when they were gone from the WWE and they did their stuff in Impact and whatnot, every corner of the world. Oh, Matt Hardy almost once again pins Hook, but Hook kicks out. Even after all of that, when they came back to the WWE, they got, they were welcomed with a massive, massive pop. And they actually enjoyed the early part of their run in the WWE. The return was actually pretty good, and they enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. It was all nice and sweet. But now, looking at Hardy, looking at all these, it's not working out. Absolutely not. Hook is boring, says Rick. Yeah, I see that. And Andy also agrees with you, Run DMG. Matt Hardy, this is a low point of his career for sure. Matt Hardy should have retired last year. This is embarrassing. Exactly, right? This is definitely hurting their legacy. But again, guys, let's be realistic, right? Let's keep aside the legacy, the history, the Humbaya. Let's leave it all aside. And I know the match is over. I guess Hook retained, good for him. But let's talk about practical life. Matt Hardy right now is raising, I believe, 3 little kids. He's gonna need that money to pay off for college, to pay off for school, whatnot. He's gonna keep, he needs to have a regular source of income to pay off the bills. I mean, having a family of like 3-4 kids is not easy. And also on top of that, if you're living a celebrity life, it's not easy. So, he's not gonna retire until he has enough money to do so. So, he's gonna be here. Even if that means that he's going to embarrass and ruin his legacy, he'll continue to do so. Everyone is boring, to be honest. They need to bring back Miro. I don't get it. Like, is Miro injured? What is up with Miro? Why is he not here? I don't get it either. I mean, the whole thing about Miro and him not being on TV is beyond me. I've got no idea. Why is he not here? Whatever, I guess. It should be a good match. By the way, what time has it been? So it's been a little over, it's an hour and 10 minutes. Not bad. I've got to say that, alright, so I think that Monday Night Raw, because I think here's the thing. Raw had a lot more segments in the first hour as compared to Dynamite. I mean, Raw literally started off with a 15-minute segment. And then it had another big segment between Lesnar and MVP, which I believe also went on for like 20 minutes or so. It started off with like a 5-minute recap. We had a 15 or so minute segment. Of course, commercial breaks every 10 minutes. We had a match, I guess 1.5 matches in the first hour, 2 big segments. And I feel like that is the reason why the first hour of Raw flew by. In comparison to Dynamite, which has had some action, a lot of action. We've got ladder matches, we've got, title matches, we've got one-on-one matches, we've got segments. I feel like it's crazy how Raw had 2 segments, 1.5 or so matches in the first hour, whereas Dynamite was able to fit in a ladder match, a one-on-one match, a title match, all these backstage segments, a promo, all that stuff into an hour and 10 minutes. Crazy, really. Good job from Dynamite. There definitely is a lot more quantity, as compared to the WWE. I'm not sure right now, so far, where is the quality, because, we're still not done with, the show so far. We're still going on, so I don't know where the quality lies this week, but the quantity is definitely with AEW. With the amount of matches or segments that they've given to us already, the quantity is with AEW so far. Let's see. Call your twin Miro up. I know, bro, man. And it's so funny, when back in the day when I was younger and, silly and immature, and I was just starting off with this whole wrestling news stuff, right? I used to wear a snapback a lot. And I used to not wear my sunglasses. Like, can you believe AJ without sunglasses? I cannot believe it either. So I used to do interviews on Instagram Live without my sunglasses. This was back in 2017 or 18, something like that. And literally, all the comments that I used to get was like, holy crap, you look like Miro, you look like Rusev, all that stuff. And yeah, I guess I've changed up my look a lot since then, so, yeah. But I really wonder where is Miro, I really do, yeah, really do. Matt Hardy is wrestling creative genius. He'll work backstage somewhere as a producer, booker, or something. I agree. You're right, Gary. He is definitely a creative genius. Yeah, he really is. The whole Woken universe. Broken was good. Woken was a mess. I gotta say that. I'm not sure if I should blame Hardy for it or should I blame WWE for it, but Woken stuff was a mess. Definitely. Miro isn't good around the other wrestlers. That's why he hasn't been back, says Andy. That's sad. I've been going back and forth for almost 40 years watching WWE. I'm so sick of it. I stepped away before, but it makes me angry and don't enjoy it without going crazy on their marks and cult following. I'll be honest with you, James. I hate cult followings too, right? I can't. If anything has a cult following, I'll tell you, I'll just stop. I'll just stop consuming the product, or I'll not watch the movie or the show, whatever it is. If it has a cult following and everybody's talking about it to the point that it's so saturated, I will not give a damn. That's just how I am. And yeah, I hate that part too. But WWE, I guess it's so... I feel like it's so deep into my heart now since I've been watching it for a long time, since we've been watching it for a long time, that it's hard to just let go. But there has been a period in my life, I believe a year. This was when Roman Reigns was a face and he had the title. I believe this was 2017 something, 2016, 17, that phase when I stopped watching the WWE totally. And that's because I just couldn't tolerate Roman Reigns. Stopped watching Raw especially. I used to watch SmackDown, but not Raw because of Roman Reigns. So, yeah. With that being said, Tony Storm here picks up, holy... Wow. Look at those big punches straight to the chest of Tony Storm. Tony Storm slows her down with a kick to the midsection, but wow, what a start to the match here. Riho once again. It's unbelievable to look at Riho, her stature, her size, everything. She just looks like a very delicate, sweet lady. But when you see her in the ring going vicious, it is insane. Mira is gifted. She is gifted. A nice dropkick right there from Riho to Tony Storm, sending her straight to the turnbuckle. Alright, Mina's Tony Storm has been fun. I agree. Now, the whole, if we talked about it already, Drew, the Marilyn Monroe, her hairstyle, Tony Storm's hairstyle, is doing incredible work. Really, I feel like ever since she got a new hairstyle, it's been working out for her. The old vet hair stuff, it got old very quickly, but this whole Marilyn look, it works fantastic for her. Suits her well as well, so hopefully she'll never get rid of this hairstyle. And a kick once again to the midsection of Riho, slowing her down yet again. Dynamite has been the better show so far this week, says True. I guess, I have to agree here. Without a doubt, definitely, Dynamite seems like it's been the better show. And stomp right there to the midsection. It is Tony who goes down. Hassan Terrell, it's good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, brother. And Gary says, Andy, it sounds like Miro suffers from the CM Punk disease. He's definitely got an attitude problem, right? Yeah, definitely has. And I could tell, without even, reading the reports and stuff, I could tell that the guy has a little bit of an ego problem. It just, sometimes, is just obvious from the personality. The face, even the face gives it away. I feel like, I'm not sure if I'm a face reader or something, but I can look at the face of people a lot of times, and I can just make out the kind of people they're going to turn out to be. And, yeah, I don't know if anybody else has that power, but I feel like I have that power. I think so. Alright, anyways, let's see. I like to mention 11 Kids Team Football. I'm not sure, Mustafa. What is that? Is that a football team? Alright. Okay. With that being... Oh my gosh. Of course, the referee did not see it, but Saraya just kicked poor Riho in the face. Knee to the face right there from Saraya to Riho. Riho down. Saraya just loving every bit of it. Loving the heat that she's gaining from the fans right here. Poor Riho. Yeah, that's gotta hurt her jaw, right? That's gotta hurt her jaw for sure. And he says Paige Van Zandt is thinking about retiring from sport. Whatever happened to... Wait a second. What was the glitch? Was it an intended... Did you guys get that glitch too? It's interesting. Alright, so Andy, about Paige Van Zandt, we haven't seen her on Dynamite lately, right? Like all this time that I was gone, we did not see Paige, did we? Oh, here we are. It is... We don't need Paige when you've got Britt, and of course you've got Hater. Look at Hater, looking good. The champion, looking great as she makes her way out here. Alright, Ricky says, AJ, I think Dynamite tonight is so boring and matches are not good. Ricky is hating it. I'm loving how, we always have, different perspectives, opinions on every show, and that is what really makes this whole thing so interesting, right? If everybody's on the same page, it's not fun. We need different opinions, Ricky. I love that. So we got True and James saying that tonight's show is great. Ricky so far says that he's not impressed. Burrowman says Dynamite has been weak and boring for a few weeks now. So we are 50-50 right now. 2 people saying it's great, 2 people saying it's not great. Let us know what is your thoughts on the show so far. All right, and Andy gives a big thumbs up to Ricky as well. All right. Miro is refusing to work. They have offered him ideas. Cut dead weight, I say. All right, but he's still in the contract, so I wonder if they're gonna freeze his contract. If they're gonna let his contract expire. Interesting stuff. I see. True. So Van Zandt is still training. It's good. I feel like she should take her time. And if she wants to retire from sports and just focus on wrestling, more power to her. Just from the little bit that we saw of Van Zandt early on last year, I really felt. I was impressed. I felt like she just fit in. She just fits into the whole world of wrestling. Everything that she does, I feel like her personality, her charisma, everything, it just makes sense. She is gonna be a perfect wrestler. She just needs training, and if she's able to get that part covered, I think there's gonna be no stopping Van Zandt, from being good on the microphone, good in the ring, and just oozing personality. A lot of times we see these wrestlers, they can wrestle, but they don't have any personality. It's stale. It's stale. It's bland. But I feel like with Van Zandt, that's not gonna be any problem. She's gonna get that part covered very quickly. Alright, Van Zandt is still training once again. Hopefully, she's going to be here soon. She's never coming back to AEW unless the groups she was a part of. So, hopefully that doesn't happen, Andy, because the whole part of Van Zandt's run with AEW, the one part that I hated the most about it was that group. I found those men hideous, boring, tiring, I was exhausted by the time that their group was done running their mouth or doing whatever the heck that they were doing. I hated that part. So hopefully, Andy, and I'm pretty sure that, somebody's going to be like, AJ, you can be real right now. But I really did not like those people. I hope that whenever she comes back alone, because as a solo act, I feel like Van Zandt is going to bring so much to the table. So much. Yeah, hopefully. Thank you for that, Ricky. She's doing a lot of modeling. Van Zandt has got the looks. We know that. And does she have an OnlyFans? I don't know if this is even an appropriate question, or is it now an appropriate question? Because I don't know, because OnlyFans, it seems like every model on social media, sports person, who's not in Hollywood, I guess, has an OnlyFans now. So does she have it? I wouldn't be surprised if she does. With that being said, Riho with a boot to the face one more time. Tony Storm going down right there. Yeah, there you go. She has an OnlyFans. There you see it? You see, that's what I'm talking about. Every single lady, I believe, famous celebrity, who is not in Hollywood, has an OnlyFans these days. Yeah. Wow, Riho almost went for the 6-1 right there, but Tony Storm stops her midair with a kick to the midsection. This is fun. This is good. And Riho, oh dear. You know what? I'm loving this match. Loving it. Wow. Again, it blows my mind to see Riho doing whatever she does in the ring. So good. So fluid. And really, her size, everything, it just surprises me to see all that she does. It's incredible. One more time, she's going to go up to the top turnbuckle. I think that this is going to really, she's going to regret this. It's a bit of overconfidence oozing out of Riho right now. She climbs the top turnbuckle once again. She's going to go for a big move. And there you see it. Wow. Ricky says, AJ, you saw a younger lady wrestling from Indie fall down hard at ring over a week in AJ. That's terrible. That is terrible. A lot of times these injuries, especially at the independent stress circuit, they scare me because, especially after my conversation with JTG about it. Okay, she's got to go for a big one. It looks like Tony Storm is looking to hit her with the pile driver off the top turnbuckle, But of course, Riho is able to hold down to the ropes. It's not going to go down so easily because that could have ended her up with the freaking broken freaking neck. That's not going to happen. Duko JR Riho is tough as a $2 steak. Oh yeah, she is. She definitely is. That's a very good quote. And with that being said, Toni Storm one more time gets oh my god, that was brutal to watch. The way she just sent Riho to the turnbuckle, her back bouncing off the turnbuckle. It felt like she was almost going to break in half. Terrible. Riho is strong, she is tough, but watching her taking those bumps, oh dear. Yeah, whenever Toni Storm hits her with the big one, I'm afraid she's gonna break. Oh dear, with that being said, she still kicks out. You've gotta be kidding. Seriously. This is the part of wrestling that surprises me the most. And you know, this is why I love wrestling, because, you know, growing up, watching superheroes, Spider-Man, Superman, and then realizing that they're not real, it broke my heart. I couldn't believe it when I was told that Spider-Man's not real. But, and with that being said, Riho picks up the victory. Are you kidding me? That's what I'm talking about. Kids watching ladies like Riho and, you know, looking up to them and realizing that they're real and, you know, getting inspiration from them and realizing that they too can do whatever they want to do. If Riho can do what she wants to do, you know, with that size and stuff, it's great. And, you know, wrestlers are no less than real life superheroes, and that's why I love wrestling so much. Riho just defeated Toni Storm, and that was an unbelievable victory. I love the match. Riho is awesome. I'm a fan. And with that being said, it's a cat fight right now between Saraya and Jamie Hayter. What a great sight to see. Elbow strikes after elbow strikes after elbow strikes right here from Saraya. Hayter, poor Hayter, looks like she's out. Oh my gosh, a big elbow strike here from Ruby Soho taking out Saraya like that. Oh my gosh, and one for Jamie Hayter too. Did not see that coming at all. What the heck's even happening? Now it's like they have joined forces against Ruby Soho. Is Ruby Soho a lone warrior? Storm not going into the pay-per-view, not losing exactly. Oh dear, dear. So is Ruby Soho always gotta be a lone warrior because I like her like that? You're right, James. I mean, I did not see Storm losing either, but she did, and that was fantastic. The unpredictable nature of these shows is what I love, right? What we love. That's right, Andy. That's right. Yep. Good for her. Riho wins. Revolution is shaping up nicely. Yeah, exactly, it is. And this is a pretty good go-home show. Now, the whole Ruby Soho stuff, the fact that she took out Saraya but also took out Toni, it really has a lot of question marks all over the television screen right now. I'm not sure. What is Ruby Soho doing? Where is she going? Where is she heading? I'm really confused. By the way, Keith Lee and Dustin Rhodes.
Regret to inform you I forgot my lovely, lustrous jacket, but this is more than what you've done to us. This is about what you can do to others. And I, personally, will not.
How old is Keith Lee again? 1 second, let me Google it. He's 38 years old. Yeah. He looks old tonight for some reason. Yeah. I love Keith Lee, guys, but I feel like for some reason I love him. Even whenever he's wrestling, he's fantastic, no doubt about it. But I feel for some reason it's just I cannot connect the dots with Keith Lee and main event picture. I don't know. I want to see Keith Lee, get up there, be the very best, but I just can't. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but I just saw him, right? He looks a little bit old, I guess, because of the white facial hair. The way he trimmed his beard, I guess. But I want to see Keith Lee up there, but somehow, I don't know. I think there's got to be somebody out there, who can relate with what I'm feeling about Keith Lee. I want to see him at the top. He's one of a kind talent, but I can't. For example, right, Powerhouse Hobbs. I look at him like, that's right, that's the guy I want to see. Who I want to see at the top. I want him to be world champion. I want him to be, just be the face of the company. But Keith Lee, I want to see him up there, but for some reason, something holds me back. I'm not even sure what it is, but something holds me back. Let's see. Anyways, naturally limitless. That's right, true. He is limitless indeed. I love Keith Lee, but yeah, something holds me back from seeing him in the main event scene. Not sure. It's like, I believe it could be like somewhat of a Claudio problem. Like I had a problem with Cesaro back in the day, where he was fantastic in the ring, no doubt about it. He was entertaining in the ring, but personality-wise, I couldn't relate with Cesaro back in the day. And you know, all those reports about Vince McMahon not buying into his personality, also thinking that he was not charismatic, I agreed with it. I did not find him charismatic either. So with Keith Lee, I find him charismatic, but something doesn't work out for me. I'm not sure what it is, but hopefully I'll be able to, get rid of that feeling. Let's see. Keith Lee is 38. Thanks for that, Ricky. My brother Lee, one lucky. Oh, that's right. Mia's great. You know, she's always pulling jokes on Shelton Benjamin, I guess, backstage. You know, quite famous on social media for that. She's got a great personality, and yeah, she deserves all the success that she gets. She's fantastic. And Mia Yim, she is 33 years old. I blow my mind out. Wow, says Ricky. No, she's good. She is good. Yep. With that being said, once again, we are in picture-in-picture. And I guess I can already tell. I can sum up where am I right now. And I feel like this show here tonight, Dynamite, is a much better show than Raw. You know, I feel like there's pros and cons to everything. You know, Raw had big names. You know, they had Brock and whatnot. So definitely had big names. The main event for me was kind of weak, but unpredictable. So Raw also was not bad, but I feel like there's a marginal difference. The quantity and the quality, it kind of lies with AEW in terms of the kind of matches that we're getting. I think AEW so far is winning. So far, let's see. We still have 30 more minutes to go, so, who knows, maybe my opinion will change. But from where I stand right now, I can sum up that Dynamite is marginally better than Raw tonight. But we still have some more to come. Raw main event was boring. I agree, Andy. The first match of Raw and the main event, also the Miz TV stuff, really took some points away from me. The Miz TV was unnecessarily boring and long. Did not have to be. They could have just made an announcement that Miz is going to be the host, and I would have been okay with that. But yeah, it was something. Alright, with that being said, this should be a good match here, because we are back from the picture-in-picture, and the Casino Battle Royal is going on right now. Always exciting to watch the Battle Royal. And Rush, oh, I like this. Rush making his way out. Straight to the ring goes Rush. Love that. Sorry, AJ, Raw was way more better as done. Don't have to be sorry, my brother Ricky. Don't have to be sorry. And here we are, Rush, with those big kicks right there in the corner. Dynamite rating for me is 3. Too many commercials, says Andy. Yeah. We're getting lots of picture-in-picture for sure. NXT is more better than Dynamite tonight. It's a boring show. Ricky is not a fan. I like that. Okay. With that being said, Rush once again takes him out. Andy says, I agree, Ricky. Alright. Uppercut. Oh, sweet uppercut right here from Wheeler Yuta. Wow. Big slaps to the midsection, back and forth, back and forth. There you go. Those chests have got to be hurting. Yep, I prefer good wrestling and not just a company always getting on their knees to Hollywood for years. And speaking of Hollywood, James, good thing you brought this up. So, how many stars do you think from Hollywood are going to be appearing at Wrestlemania? Let's just throw out a number. How many Hollywood appearances do you think we're gonna get over the 2 nights of WrestleMania and Hall of Fame combined, actually? Let me know if you have any predictions, but my number right now, I feel like we're gonna get at least 12. I'm gonna go with 12, and I'm counting all the low tier and high tier stars. I'm looking at 12, at least 12, appearances from Hollywood stars, both big and small. And Lucha Bros, that's right, Lucha Bros indeed. In the house, Braun Breaker team with Country Guys versus your friends, AJ. What do you mean, my friends, Andy? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about the Dons? Oh, the holy crap. Oh, I get it. You talking about Jinder Mahal and, of course, Veer and the other guy. What's his name? Veer Mahal and, what is his name? Sangha. Thank you for that, Andy. I see that. Alright, so the Lucha Bros right now have lit this whole place up. It's on fire. And look at the people. They're loving it. Lucha Bros really got the people on their feet here. You gotta love that. And tomorrow, oh dear, Honor returns on TV. Now, we still don't know. I don't know. I've got no idea how to get access to ROH on TV in India. I still have no idea. So, hopefully I'll get access to it. And we'll be able to do a watch-along. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated. Just keep an eye on the whole YouTube, community page, or you'll probably get a notification, an update from me if we're doing ROH. If we are, I'll be updating this on YouTube. If we're not, I'll let you guys know. But right now, we don't have any word on the access to the ROH show in India. So let's see. 5 March, where Saraya, aka Paige, wins AEW Women's title, says Ramit. Oh yeah, Ramit has some big hopes here for Saraya. Okay, brother. All right. Wait, Winda Shear? Is that their name? That's a weird name, Andy. Is that really their team name? That is weird. I did not hate AEW. I love match AEW, but then has no storylines. Now, the interesting part, guys, about ROH, and I love it. I love this. I've got to bring it up. When does this whole daytime saving end? 1 second, let me see. Daytime saving end. When does it end? Let's take a... I'm sorry, when does it start? I always get confused. Alright, when does it start? So 12th of March. So 12th of March is when the whole daylight stuff happens, right? It starts. Now, with daylight, what happens is that hour difference between the US and India, it gets pushed back by an hour, which means that, so far, if Raw and SmackDown and all these shows at 8 p.m., they start at 8 p.m. for US, for me, they started at 6:30 a.m., right? But from 12th of March, all these regular shows that are Raw and SmackDown are now going to start for me at 5:30 in the morning, so I'll have to wake up at 4. But for ROH, that show is going to start at 7, which means for me, that show will start at 3:30 in the morning, which means I'll have to stay awake all night, or I'll have to wake up at 2 or 2:30. So that is interesting. ROH starting at 7 p.m. is going to give me a hard time. Well, we shall see. And Ramit, my brother, the next stream will definitely be taking place on Friday night for SmackDown, but might take place tomorrow as well for ROH's premiere show. That is, of course, gonna be airing for the first time tomorrow. So I'll let you know, Ramit. I'll let you know. But Friday for sure, SmackDown. Ramit, it's always good to see you. Once again, there's a lot of people in the ring right now, and you know exactly what happens when I see so many people in the ring. I get super confused. I get super lost. Oh. Nice. So, of course, we know that this whole Battle Royal is a tag team casino Battle Royal for the final spot in the 4-way tag team title match at AEW Revolution. So, it is oh dear. And just when I thought the Dark Order, I was about to say that I want these guys to pick up the victory, and they get eliminated right there. I really want for the Dark Order to do something, to pick up a big victory, to become champion, but it just never works out for these poor guys, poor lads. Uncle Dax and Cashford are going to sign deal with WWE, says Ramit. Well, I guess if Hunter is going to stay around, if he's going to stay in charge, I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happens, brother. And good to see you, David. Welcome. It's lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well, David. Always great to see you. Ricky, you guys are awesome. My Aegis sources told me you were Of course, you know it. Always missing the family, whoever's not here. Good to see you, David, once again. And again, we are on picture-in-pictures. Like Andy said, tonight we're getting a lot of commercials. Lots of picture-in-pictures, and that is a fact. Yep. Alright, so let's see what's going to be happening. We're still yet to see, I believe, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. They have not entered, right? I feel like Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, I don't believe they've entered, but I feel like they have a good chance of winning this one. Oh dear, there they are. JAS, it is the Jericho Appreciation Society making their way out. Alright, let's see. And James says, Rummet, find real site. I'll tell you something, JD from New York is not genuine a wrestling news source, guys. So if anybody, Rummet, or if you're getting your news from JD from New York, stop. Like, I'll tell you. No side-by-side like NASCAR, that's right, yep. It's hilarious when Joe Gacy girl picks. Oh dear, Joe Gacy, it's so funny. I have to check out NXT. You know, you guys keep mentioning all these names, and it just gives me that itch to check out NXT once again. We'll have to start doing the watch-alongs for NXT 2 soon. We'll have to do it because I really have that itch in me to start watching it again. I miss all these guys, and here we are. Big kick, nice. All of these guys going at it right now. Well, let's see. In the prison match. You know, there's no real prison without Dominic Mysterio. So if you really want to, you know, convince me that it's an actual prison match, have Dominic Mysterio be the referee or something. Now then I'll be convinced that it's a real prison match. Ale Solo got married today. Solo Sikoa got married. Good for him. That is fantastic. Good for him. Solo Sikoa right in time for Wrestlemania 2. That's awesome. All right. Ricky, we're getting picture-in-picture right now. I'm getting a lot of commercials for that Hogwarts game. And I'll tell you, you know how I said that anything that gets super saturated or people are talking about it all the time, I don't give a damn about it. I pre-ordered the deluxe edition of Hogwarts Legacy. I'll tell you what, everybody started talking about it. Everybody's been, you know, playing it. It's all over the place. And I just got tired of it. I haven't been able to play it myself because I cannot give a damn about things that get so saturated. And Hogwarts Legacy, one of those people. Of course, obvious exception is Revolution. Obvious exception is Wrestlemania. You know, I'll never get tired of these pay-per-views. But of course, stuff like Hogwarts Legacy. Oh, come on, no. And David says, I further side by side like NASCAR on Fox and NBC than many commercials. That's right, David. Lots of commercials indeed, brother. That's right. Come on, Tony Khan. With that being said, a picture-in-picture finally comes to an end. Wheeler Yuta sends straight face first into the mat. Oh dear. Oh wow. The way he just threw Dante Martin, just sending him flying right there, was super impressive. Claudio, with the clothesline, has been tossed to the other side of the rope on the apron, but he still holds on to dear life. Rolling back into the ring is Claudio. Claudio and Wheeler still on this match, still alive in this match, which is great. Let's see. So, of course, so far, guys, quick recap for anybody who's joining us right now. We've already seen the Face of Revolution ladder match, which was won by Powerhouse Hobbs. Big victory for Powerhouse. On top of that, we've already seen the AEW All Atlantic title match that happened tonight. You know, Orange Cassidy versus Big Bill. Orange Cassidy, of course, defeated Big Bill to retain the title. You know, we also saw Hook and Matt Hardy going at it for the FTW title. Jericho and Peter Avalon going at it. Tony Storm and Riho, of course, Riho defeating Tony Storm already happened. You know, after this match, we are going to be left with just one more segment, and that segment is going to be the AEW World Champion MJF and Bryan Danielson going face-to-face. That is how we're going to be closing the show tonight. With that being said, the Kingdom is here. It is Matt Taven, and of course, the one and only Mike Bennett, escorted to the ring by Maria Kanellis. You know, I think that these guys definitely could pick up the victory tonight. Not that I want for them to. Maybe I do, only for the sake of Maria. Poor lady. I feel like Maria deserves respect. And I feel like she deserves appreciation. Really, I do. Because I feel bad for her. You know, I mean, she's done so much in her life. She's really tried a lot of things, right? You talk about the WWE, you talk about the music industry, talk about posing for Playboy, trying her luck in Hollywood, ROH, you know, before it was bought by AEW, she became the VP of women's wrestling, whatever that was, and then she, you know, AEW once again, ROH, she's done so much, but I feel like for some reason, things just don't really work out in the perfect way for her. So, I feel bad for her. I hope that she gets, you know, the spotlight that she deserves one day. But that's right, James, I love the love for Maria here. With that being said, the fight has now been taken to the outside. The Lucha Brothers brawling out on the outside right here. And Andy says, Sol Ruca had good match against Electra Lopez. Both of them so good. They're fantastic. Richard, my brother, good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. AG got my message for early today on Twitter. Let's take a look, Ricky. Twitter. Let's see. Where are we? I see it now. Let's see. So Ricky has said Bray Wyatt was mentioned as a possibility for Brock Lesnar's WrestleMania opponent, but Lesnar wasn't in favor of it. I see. So Fightful says that apparently they wanted Bray Wyatt to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, but Lesnar was not interested. And I think I understand, because Lesnar, you know, it would have been strange to watch Lesnar playing along all the Humbaya and playing along all the Hocus Pocus. That's not something that we often see Lesnar do, right? We don't see him getting intimidated by guys like Uncle Howdy or Bray Wyatt. So it makes sense that Lesnar did not agree to it, that he did not want to do it. You know, all of that stuff, it definitely makes a lot of sense. So, yeah. But still, I would have liked to see it. I would have liked it a lot better than Lashley versus Bray Wyatt, because really, so far, Lashley versus Wyatt has been, you know, anything but exciting, really. It's not been exciting at all. It's been super bland. Literally, Lashley came out this past Monday on Raw, and he cut a promo about how he does not care about this match, how he does not want to wrestle Bray Wyatt, right? He started talking about how he wants another match against Brock Lesnar, and he doesn't. But he now has a match against Wyatt. Obviously, the message that he sent across, at least to me, was that I've got this match against Bray Wyatt at Mania, which I don't want. I don't want to wrestle him. That is what I was able to make out of that whole promo, and it was embarrassing, really. Is that really how you book a match at WrestleMania? Lashley getting a match against Wyatt at Mania, and he is not even grateful or appreciative of it. He's not excited. If he's not excited himself, how can they expect for us to be excited about this match? You know, it makes no sense. By the way, Jake is in the house. Jake, it's great to see you, my brother, the tribal chief. Welcome. Maria has big thyroid surgery coming up. Oh dear. Oh, I was clueless about the fact that she's dealing with a thyroid issue. Well, prayers for her. Hopefully, you know, she's gonna be better. And Richard loved that. Whereas Andrade did Charlotte wear him out on their honeymoon. Gary, we gotta keep it PG. Wanted to tell you about keeping it PG, Gary. We gotta keep it PG. But that is funny. No, Andrade is somewhere resting. He definitely is very worn out. That's for sure. But here he is pulling a double duty. Orange Cassidy, after defending his All-Atlantic Championship early on tonight, he's here yet again in this Casino Battle Royal for the final spot in the 4-way tag team title match at Revolution. Orange Cassidy and Danhausen are looking to pick up the victory. You can see Cassidy is coming out here with the sports tape and whatnot already taped to his ribs. He's obviously hurt as he makes his way out. You know, even walking to the ring here is paining him, is hurting him. So let's see how this whole thing goes down, though. I'm okay, Andy. I'm gonna go live wrestling show Friday night. That's awesome, Richard. What show are you going to? Is it an independent show or is it a SmackDown or something? Let me know. Let me know. It's always fun to go to a live wrestling. It's always great. And once again in the ring here, it is Cassidy and Danhausen. Real good match. We got about 15 minutes left before the show is going to be over. We shall see how this goes down because, you know, in these 15 minutes, not only are we going to be getting an end to this match, but we're also going to get a promo between MJF and Bryan because we haven't really seen them at all tonight. So there's still a lot that they have to cover in these 15 minutes. They don't have enough time. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure they need commercials and whatnot too. So 15 minutes is not enough time to you know, really put an end to this match and also give us that promo. So let's see. It's an indie show, but the main event is you know, Richard, a street fight as a main event at an independent show knows that you're gonna get your money's worth. You're gonna have a great time, Richard. I hope you enjoy and really take pictures. That's awesome. And Maria, oh dear, she's been targeted by the guys here. TMZ Sport and Fightful was reported today that Sonya Deville got arrested. Terrible. That's terrible. Well, FTR, true, I'm gonna pop. If FTR shows up, I am gonna pop so hard. Hopefully. Well, if FTR show up, it's gonna put an end to all those rumors about FTR going to the WWE and all that craziness. So I really hope that they show up. You're right, Andy. Always a fun time watching a street fight at an independent show live. It's always fun. But I'll tell you, I spoke with JTG, right? He did a match for, I believe it was VIP Championship Wrestling in LA, where he had to take a light tube on his back. Actually, a couple light tubes right there on his back. And, towards the end of the night, his back, had glass all over it, inside of his skin. He was bleeding pretty heavily. And I had to ask JTG, I'm like, Jay, what do you do after you get hurt like that? After you take a light tube like that, do they have medics backstage waiting for you, or do you go to the hospital? Does insurance cover all the damage you take to your body in these independent matches? To which he said, AJ, I just take... Oh, there we are, by the way. Look at that Bitter and Blade doing the work. Orange Cassidy. I'm not sure how he's doing what he's doing, but there you see him. Orange Cassidy might actually pick up the victory here tonight and actually compete in that 4-way tag team title match at Revolution. Oh, man, I'm going to take all my words back. Seems like Butcher and Blade are going to finish Cassidy right here. It's over. It's over for Orange. Oh, dear. He holds onto the ropes, onto dear life. Craziness. Cassidy is refusing to give up. Butcher Blade making sure that he lets go of the ropes, falls down. That's right, no FTR tonight. True, but tonight, who knows? They might actually show up. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Oh dear. No way. That's crazy. Cassidy, it's a big night for him. Not only did he successfully defend his AEW All-Atlantic Championship, but also wins the Casino Tag Team Battle Royal. Craziness. Orange, somebody said, I think it was Gary who said that, or was it Andy, who said that Tony Khan really loves Orange Cassidy. He does. Not only did he win his championship early on, but he also won this whole Battle Royal craziness. With that being said, it is Jeff Jarrett and his friend here taking out Cassidy and Denhausen, because now these guys are going to be going to Revolution and going to be joining the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Title match. That's right, Broman's loving it. Broman is loving it. Ricky says, come on, this is BS. Come on. Ricky's done with it as well. The Acclaimed also done with it. It's a lady street fight. Says, okay, that just got a lot more interesting, Richard. Okay, this is so stupid match. Ricky hates it. And the Acclaimed coming out here, the defense of Cassidy and Denhausen. So, two heels, two faces, I guess, in that Fatal 4-Way match. Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match at Revolution, so that should be interesting. Gary says, that was a classic example of lazy booking, but true. But wow, what a night for this guy, Orange Cassidy. Good for him. Good for him. Coming up next, I guess it's going to be MJF versus Bryan Danielson facing off before they finally clash at Revolution, but they don't have enough time. We're getting a little bit of a video package here for this match. We only have 10 minutes before this thing is going to be over. They got to hurry up, really. Hurry up. AEW show -2, my opinion. Andy hates the show tonight. He hates it. Love it, Andy. Alright, wow, Acclaim definitely getting the title. I think so too. The moment I saw the Acclaim coming out here and, settling the score, really the only ones standing tall, I felt like, oh, they're probably gonna get it back. They probably regret putting the titles on, those goofs anyways. So, I wouldn't be surprised if the Acclaim actually win the titles back. Nobody else deserves the titles more than the Acclaim. There's no tag team, I believe, better than the Acclaim right now, at least in AEW. So, let's see, that's right, true. One thing's for sure, the World title match, the Tag Team title match, the Fatal 4-Way at Revolution will definitely be fun to watch. So, this pay-per-view is definitely going to be great. Looking forward to it. I know that, by the way, this is something that I totally forgot to talk about. Andy shared this news with me, I believe, earlier this week, yeah. He said that Alberto is actually going to be competing in the first AAA show that's going to be happening in April of this year, which is very surprising because Alberto was already working on his own promotion. AAA is supposed to be his rival promotion, so for him to, put his promotion in the rearview mirror but work for AAA, is very, very surprising for him to do that. It sends across a very big message that he probably has given up on his promotion already and is just going wherever he can make some money now. So he's going to be fighting in the first AAA show of the year that's going to happen in April 2023. It should be fun to watch Alberto, I guess. So let's see what he has in store for us this April of 2023 at the AAA show. And James says, you are wrong, Andy. James says, Andy, my brother, you're wrong about FTR, I see. No, I'm not, James, says Andy. There we are. Okay, we're going to get Andy versus James at Revolution. Let's book it, Tony Khan. MJF saved his plea. Dricky, I don't know about that. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. That's all I have to say. That's a very nice and brief video package for this match that we're going to get. The main event, the 60 minutes Iron Man, it's a big video package for that. But the thing is that we don't have enough time. It's already, we have 8 minutes left before the show's going to be over, before it's going to go off the air, and they're still running the video package. So they don't really have enough time, if you want to include the entrance and whatnot, they don't have enough time to really have a proper face-off. It's going to be rushed. Anyways, let's take a very quick look at the Revolution match card for where we stand right now. We're going to be getting MJF versus Bryan Danielson. We all know it already. It's going to be a big match, a 60 minutes Iron Man match for the world title. Looking forward to it eagerly. On top of that, we've got the Guns. The Guns versus the Acclaimed versus Jay and Jeff Jarrett. And of course, Orange Cassidy and Denhausen, the best friends. They're going to be fighting in a fatal 4-way match for the tag team titles. Samoa Joe is going to fight Wardlow for the TNT title. On top of that, Jericho is going to be fighting Ricky Starks. Of course, Jericho Appreciation Society, they are thankfully banned from the ringside for this match. So the stakes are going to be a lot higher. Jericho has nobody else, to really help him out in this match as he takes on Starks. Jamie Hayter is going to fight Saraya and Ruby Soho in a 3-way match for the AEW Women's World title. Again, great match. The Elite taking on House of Black. No surprise there for the Trios title. And we've got the match that I'm not going to look forward to at all, that I probably will take a big bathroom break for. We're going to get Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy. I am not looking forward to this match. This match was added last minute. Not sure why do we even have this match, but we're going to get it. We're going to get this match. Yeah. Del Rio's working at Wrestlemania, says Andy. Once again, big news that he's working there. So many marks tonight, says, alright, James. Okay, James, I see. Gary says, I see Bryan Danielson winning Sunday. Have a short token run, 2 maybe 3 months, then he'll go home and play Mr. Mom for a little while. I wouldn't be surprised if he does that, Andy. Actually, I agree with that, yeah. He definitely gives a lot of importance to his family, his kids, which is great. Nothing wrong with that, but I do see that happening as well, If he wins, it's got to be a short one. But I wonder if he's even going to win. Maybe MJF just injures him and sends him away for good, for him to play Mr. Mom for a substantial period of time after the 60 minutes Iron Man match. Because one thing's for sure, this match is going to be brutal. 60 minutes, MJF, Bryan, one of these two can actually end up concussed, injured, anything can happen. Both of them are going to be absolutely drawn, exhausted towards the end of Sunday. Look forward to it. AEW needs Goldberg. Oh my gosh, Goldberg. Bro, man, have mercy. Nobody needs Goldberg. Nobody needs Goldberg. More than likely MJF wins on Sunday. Yeah, I think so too. I think MJF's definitely going to win. And Richard, I love that. Richard here. Some love for True. MJF 2 wins Sunday, says Andy. I think so too, yeah. MJF probably is going to win. They can go overtime with one. That's right. They definitely can. 5 minutes left. We are still on commercial. I'm pretty sure they're going to go overtime, True. You're right, because, we only have 5 minutes. Let's be real. It's going to take 5 minutes for these guys to come back from commercial and for these two to have their entrances, So definitely going overtime without a doubt. Without a doubt. And still no word on the AEW game. I heard some rumors, actually, that they're going to be pushing back the date a little bit. Even though they have the ratings now and they're set to, release the game, they're going to push it back slightly because they don't want the game to go head-to-head against WWE 2K23. And the reason is that Tony Khan has put in some serious money for this game. A lot of money. He said that the biggest investment, this is about a year or so ago, where Tony Khan made a statement that the company is not generating profits that they're still facing some losses, that they're almost breaking even, and it's because of the big investment that he's made into the video game. And if he really has made that big of an investment, and if the company was not generating revenue, or profits until a year ago because of that game, it's definitely serious money involved if that's true, and he would not want for it to fail, especially by going head to head against 2K23. So for them to delay it a little bit and take their time before the game comes out, I think it makes sense. I think it definitely makes sense. But I feel like there's so many good games that are releasing in April or March though. You've got Harry Potter, obviously, you got Resident Evil, you got 2K23. There's so many good games releasing at the same time. It's definitely hard on the pockets of people. Anyways, here we are, Bryan Danielson, Renee Young, or Paquette. James, I agree. I enjoyed wrestling too before there was social media. There's no doubt about it. I totally agree with you, brother. Is Christian versus Jack Perry on pre-show? Well, no, I don't see it. I'm looking at the card right now. It does not say that it's on the pre-show. Probably in the main card as well. Maybe they'll move into the pre-show later on, as they should. But so far, not on the pre-show. And of course, here we are. A guy who's better than you, and me, and Brian, and Renee Paquette is MJF, and he's coming out right here. Wow. Yep. Wow. Alright, of course, a great promo here by Bryan Danielson. No surprise there, definitely very emotional promos. He's very good at doing that. He should pay out of... Oh, yeah. Love it, love it. And Andy says, Eddie, thanks for another great watch along. Thank you for that, Andy. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I'm going to watch Scream 5 for the third time this week, says Chris. Alright, that's sweet. I hope this doesn't run into my TV show, The Ark. Oh, Gary, I don't know about that. Probably will. At least for a few more minutes. And here we are, MJF taking off his suit, making his way down. Bryan Danielson. Wow. So Bryan is not in the mood of fighting, but he's in the mood of really taking out MJF with his words. And seems like it's doing the trick so far. MJF is speechless. MJF is frozen. He doesn't really know what to do. He doesn't know how to counter Bryan's words so far. And Broman says he should pay out some streamers to play it, says Broman. What is that about, Broman? Oh, that rings a bell. There you go. Yeah, this guy knows how to get the people on his side. Bryan Danielson is the king of words, really can get a sleeping crowd to wake up and cheer so loud for him. Bryan is awesome. And Andy says, Ricky, Mustafa, True, Andrew, Richard, Gary, all great chatting. You guys are awesome. That's right, Andy. I love it, brother. I love it. And Gary says, have a good night, Andy. All right, Andy, take care, sleep well, and I'll see you on Friday. Maybe tomorrow as well for our wish, but definitely Friday. Take care, Andy. Take care. Yeah, I think this is how this is going to end, guys. I don't think that MJF is going to fight. Probably not going to exchange words either. He's just going to shut up, and we're going to go off the air. Tonight is going to end on a high note for Bryan Danielson. MJF's not going to talk. I don't think so. MJF will get his fuck. Yeah, but he's going to wait until Sunday for that to happen. Not tonight. Not tonight. MJF is in a whole different phase tonight, it seems. But Bryan is going to regret everything that he's talking about so far this Sunday. 10 out of 10 says Chris. I love that. Bryan Danielson fought authority. Oh yeah, he did. And just like I said, MJF, he grabs his coat, he heads to the back, and tonight we end on a very peculiar note, very interesting. Usually, go-home shows end up with like crazy wrestling, exchange of words. We know that it ended in a very weird fashion before Wrestlemania when Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar just seemed to be snatching a title from each other's hands. It was weird. But this is definitely a very interesting way to really go home to Revolution, I guess. End this show with Bryan Danielson with the upper hand, not physically, but verbally. Very interesting to shut MJF, to send him back. What a statement made by Bryan. This Sunday, 60 minutes of wrestling between these two will be golden, and I look forward to it, guys. James says, that's right, and WWE marks are always talking about AEW ratings, but they refuse to talk about WWE has lost millions of ratings over the years. They are blind. Yeah, James. Bias running wild, right? But that's okay. At the end of the day, we all are having fun here, watching wrestling, and of course, talking about it every single day. It's always a good time when we do it together, when we watch wrestling together as a family. Once again, thank you once again, everybody, for being here. That's right, true. 6-hour pay-per-view. It's gonna be enjoyable. It's gonna be worth it. Sunday is gonna be the best Sunday that we've all had this year. Revolution is gonna be great. End of Dynamite was great. I agree, Ricky. The end was fantastic. Really got me very curious as well. Sunday 60 minutes will be fantastic. 3 out of 10 for Ricky. 6 out of 10 from Gary. And we got 10 out of 10 here from Chris. I love it. For me, I'm going to give Dynamite I'm going to give it a 7.5. I'm going to give it the same rating that I gave to Raw. It was a good show. That's right, Chris. Next Monday, Cena's going to be back. Gotta be good to watch. Alright. Once again, thank you guys for joining me here. Always a pleasure watching all the shows with all of you. And Ron DMD also says that Cody is going to be on SmackDown. Friday night SmackDown will definitely be a good show. About ROH, I don't know if I'm going to have access to the show because it's not available in India. If I go to ROH's Honor Club's website, I don't see anything. There's no mention of the streaming service. There's no mention of the show airing here. So I don't know what that status is, if it's going to be available. But if it is, we're going to be watching it. We're going to be watching it right here. Thank you guys so much. I'll let you guys know about tomorrow, but I'll definitely be seeing you all on Friday for SmackDown. Thank you once again for being here. David, Ricky, True, Gary, everybody, Andy, my brother, Chris, all of you guys, thank you so much for being here. Broman, all of you, thank you so much for being here. Richard, I appreciate all of you. You all take care, sleep well, have a good night, and I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you guys. And of course, my brother James, big up to you. And Jonathan, all of you, thank you. That's right, we acknowledge all of you guys. Have a good night, sleep well, take care. I'm gonna see you all on Friday and maybe tomorrow. Take care, bye-bye.